Busted window screen. Yesterday I was attempting to wash the windows from the outside. I was using a very long pole with a squeegee and brush combination thing on it, and I washed one side of the window, and I took the pole and attempted to push the screen over to the other side, and the pole slipped and it went through the screen. So now I have to replace the screen, which is annoying because I had other things I wanted to do today, but it's actually kind of okay with me because the screen here has like white specks all over. I don't know if it'll come in through the video, but it's very visible during the daytime, and I've wanted to replace the screen because of that anyways. So plus it had already had some small holes down here, and this is enough to get gnats and stuff in at night. So I gotta replace that now. This screen here is also kind of defective. It's got like scratches or something in there, but that's an issue for another day. I wanted to replace it with metal screen. Put some lights on in here. I wanted to replace it with metal screen because that's my preference. But the metal screen cost $32 or $34, I think, to get a sheet big enough to fit. And because of the way the sizing is, I think I could only do one window, and there'd be a lot of material waste. This screen was $2, and it'll cover several windows. Plus, for an additional $13, it came with a new gasket, which I don't know if we're going to need. These tools, which I think I might have one of these, but I have no idea where it is because I seldom use it. And this, which I do not have. So this we will use to remove the screen, remove this part of the thing from the frame. Now, I don't know if this screen is supposed to come out of here or not. I've never removed it, and I don't really see how it would come out. So we're just going to go ahead and do it inside the window. So this just goes in here like this, and we pull this gasket out. And this will release the screen. I'm going to try to keep this because then we can just reuse it and not have to worry about trying to cut a new one and don't fit right or whatever nonsense might transpire. The end of it's over there. I'm going to change this to wide view, even though people complain about the wide view. People are going to complain that something's out of frame. Oh, now you would have seen what I was doing. I suppose this does not have to be one long continuous piece. I suppose it could be multiple pieces of varying lengths. Might make it easier to cut it into 4 pieces. This is probably the original screen. It's very well stuck in there. I'm going to keep the top part because we could use it to fix other windows in the house. I just cut off the bottom part where it's busted. I'm not sure if the best approach is going to be just to cut the screen when it's in the window, or try to cut it to size first. I don't typically measure well, so I'm thinking it's going to be better just to cut it to size once it's up there. This screen seems decent enough. There's plenty of it here. This should cover several windows. Hey, for $2, this seems pretty reasonable. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it up in the window first. It's not all that wide. It'll cover several windows tall, but I'm going to have to cut a few inches off, just only a few inches to make it fit in terms of width. It only fits by a couple inches, so we're not going to be wasting much material, which is good. So we're going to stick this in here just a little bit, with a little bit of overlap, and then we start feeding this rubber thing back into the channel. Did we say that we have two pieces here? No, we don't. I wonder if we should go across the top first instead. I think that would be better. Let's do that instead. And once we get this started, this is where that roller thing is going to come into play. It just occurred to me, this is a very dangerous position to be working with. If this frame gives out, I'm going to go flying out the window. Okay, let me go grab that piece. If that doesn't fall, I think it's going to fall. So we got a metal one plastic one. I'm going to start with the plastic one because I feel like it's got a lower chance of cutting through the screen. That's lovely. In case it doesn't show, this is not something I do often, but I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to save a lot of money doing it myself, and then I'm going to look back later on and say, wow, I can't believe that there's so many people that would pay a lot of money to have somebody come and fix this for him or her. When in reality, it's quite simple. It's just it's a two-person task, and there's only two hands here. I'm also standing on the couch, which is not easy. If this was just on the floor and I could stand on a ladder, that would be easier. I'm trying to be very precise about the angle at which this goes in, because if it's not completely lined up, the screen won't pull taut, and I really don't want that. Okay, so the little tool inserted that pretty well. That actually works pretty good. I think the factory cut on this screen is not perfectly straight, but for the price point, there's really no complaints to be had. Alright, I had removed the screen locks for cleaning purposes, which normally would go here because you can't slide it open all the way with the locks there. And now that's a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and put that lock back so that we can lock the screen in place so I can pull it taut. The lock is branded Patio Enclosures Incorporated. Now I can pull it taut. It's coming out a little bit here. Not good. Okay, we're getting down to the bottom. We gotta make a cut now. You know, actually, what would work pretty good is those huge scissors. But I have some slightly smaller scissors that we're gonna use. This will just be a rough cut, and we'll go back later and trim it a little bit better. Okay, new screen is in. Nice and taut. Wow, you did a good job. Cool. So now I'm just going to go through with the other side and kind of push it in all the way. And ironically the lock is in the way again, but I'm not taking it off a second time. I think I can just stick it in with the back of this tool. Not what this tool is for, but it'll work for these couple inches. Pretty taut all the way through. As long as it doesn't stretch out, I think we're good. I don't even really see the fold marks in there at all. Alright, so now we got to think about how to trim this. This side, we'll leave that. Barely anything there. The top is like a 1/4 inch, we're going to leave that. Who cares? The right side we got to trim. And the bottom we gotta trim and clean. It's disgusting in there. I also noticed that the weak pulls on this are clogged. I'm not sure it matters because these windows being under the overhang don't really get direct rain. So that unclogging of that might be a task for another day. If at all. I'll just ignore it. I'm gonna try to just slice it with the utility knife here. Let's see if that will do it. It seems to. I suppose if this were a metal screen, this would be much more difficult to cut. Wow, peep this. This is great. It's doing a perfect cut and it's going real easy too. Okay. That came out really good. And it wasn't difficult either. The right tools and just a basic understanding of how the apparatus works. A lot of times that's all you need. At least if it's a routine repair anyways. Now we'll see in the daytime what this screen looks like, because sometimes certain screens they block a lot of light, or you can really see them if they're thick. Hopefully this one's not bad. Right now it looks fine. Let me slide over this other screen. Oh wow, it looks much better. I think you'll be able to see this on the video now. Come on, where's the preview screen? There we go. See how this screen has got it's got all this white stuff on there? Actually, this got holes in it. I didn't realize that. That's got holes in it. This screen looks terrible. You know that I don't know if that's corrosion or what that is on there. But in comparison, this one looks much better. I wonder if I should just swap them both out. I think I'm going to, because this has the holes in it. Yeah, let's just swap this other one out too. That was easy enough. And it's going quick. Yeah, let's swap the second one out also. The third one that needs to be replaced is this one. It's got all these holes in there, which do let some small bugs in. That screen is small enough that you might be able to take and a piece outside that might work. How is this screen looking? This one's okay. I don't want to replace things that don't need to be replaced, because that just creates extra work. But if something is looking junky and not working, I would replace it. This one seems okay as well. It's got some cobwebs on there, but we can just clean that off. Now see, on this window, the weep holes are all clean, because this window does get rain directly on it. Alright, let's do this other one here. I think that we should have enough screen. Might be able to even do 3 windows with this. Let's see. Can definitely get a second one out of this. Just to go down to about there. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get 3 out of it. We'll be able to just get 2. There'll be like a maybe 20-inch segment left, which I'll hold on to because I could fix one of the windows in some other part of the house with it. Now, since we know that it cuts so easily, I'm not going to be particular about trying to line it up exactly, because just trim the excess. I was only so particular about it before because I thought it might be a pain to cut, but it wasn't. Oh no, the tool is not within reach. I'm going to need to put the lock back onto this one as well, because we're having the same problem. Hello? Hello?
Hi, my name is Mark with Green Energy. How are you doing today?
You know, I am very busy right now, and I don't appreciate the interruption about nonsense. Hello? You still there, Mark from Purple Energy? Mark? Whatever the heck your name was, I don't even remember. It's getting very humid out. Ah. Well, this time it's my grandfather. It's a real call. Sadly, it's becoming rare to get a legitimate call. Jeez. It seems fairly strong. Even these last couple strands here, I can't easily tear it off. Here, I'll send you. Both of these screens have been replaced. No more holes. That was really quite easy. And it looks much better now. Without having all that junk on the screens. Now I just need to clean the windows themselves, which are also horribly filthy. And then everything will look good here. Yeah, that really was surprisingly easy, and it came out really good too. This one's a little bit more taut than this one, but I don't think it's a problem. And then we'll just clean that up another time. And now we have this screen left over. This is not going to be enough to do this window. Would it be enough for this narrow window? Actually, it might just fit in this window. And this window also has the screen appearance issue, but I think we're going to stop there for tonight. The stopwatch was still ahead here, but I'll keep that, and maybe I'll replace that other screen. Now we got those two screens, much better. No more holes, and it looks nicer.